Alright, this is the next fidget spinner I'm going to check out. This is actually the micro TRITON from VC-EDC. Comes in this little plastic case, and it is a little tiny TRITON. I opened it up before. It's not an R188 bearing. It's got a very small bearing in it. I don't know what the number on it is, but it seems playable. It's so small that you kind of, when you're trying to flick the thing, you kind of bop your own finger rather than the fidget spinner to some degree. But it works. Now the problem I have with these really small spinners is with testing them. The air hose I use blows out air at a certain velocity, and these little ones get up, so there's going to be a maximum speed these things will spin with the air that I'm using. And these little ones get up to that maximum speed within a couple of seconds, and then you sit there, I'm sitting there blasting them for another 6 seconds or so, and they seem like they're going to get fried out. Whereas a very heavy spinner would, it takes that full 8 seconds to get it up to maximum speed, and some of them really don't ever get up to the maximum speed in the 8 seconds, so you could blow them even longer. But what I think I'm going to try with this one, so I don't burn it up, hopefully I don't burn it up, I might just blast it with a couple seconds of air, so it won't be really comparable with some of the other spinners or some of the other tests I've done, but hopefully I will not destroy the spinner or the bearing, because I don't know how I would get another one if I destroyed it. I can't replace it. So we're going to try this one next, maybe just blow it up for just a few seconds. All right. Okay, I got done testing the VC-EDC micro TRITON right here. Cute little spinner. I actually found out that this thing would put up with about 5 seconds of air, so I just cut it down to 5 seconds, and that seemed to get it up to maximum speed without really stressing it too much. It got an amazing spin time of average of 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Not much, I mean, you wouldn't expect too much more with something this size, but you can see how it does pretty much. It just, it'll slow down pretty quickly, and that's just the way it is with something this small. It only weighs 28 grams. It's about the size of a quarter, and the big issue here, really, I mean, you wouldn't expect a long spinner with something like this. I mean, the 2 minutes and 44 seconds is, on my scale, it's an okay score, but it's for something this small, it's very reasonable. It was very consistent in its times too. It only had an average variability of 6 seconds, so it was pretty much got very close to the same score every time. On my regular scale, I got a score of 5.04, which is just average, but half my score is the spin time, so that's what really killed it. I gave it a appearance score of 7, feel of 7.5, and perceived quality of 7.5. So how is it to play with? It's actually not bad. The three little indentations in it are plenty enough that you can get a bite on it. You can't really plan where you're gonna catch it to pull it or throw it. You just kind of, no matter where you get it, it seems to work. So it's something you might hide away, and if you don't want somebody to see you playing with one of these things, it's really tiny. You could just fit it in your pocket and nobody would notice, or you could probably set it on the desktop and nobody would notice. But yeah, it's pretty fun to play with. The only problem is you do kind of you rub off your finger when you're playing with it, so you're hitting your half of your stroke is going into hitting your other finger. So, but yeah, this is pretty nice, and it only costs $25.99 on VC-EDC's website. So, yeah, if you're into little tiny spinners, this one's pretty good. All right.